This is a fall makeup tutorial. I'm gonna go into detail, like I'm gonna be breaking down every single thing from how to blend your eyeshadows, how to choose the right colors. So if you're a beginner in makeup, this is the perfect video for you. This makeup look is perfect because you can wear it during the fall, during the holiday season like Thanksgiving, and even during Christmas. So this is like a staple makeup look. I'm also gonna be featuring the Mercier Enchanting Shimmers eyeshadow trios. These are really easy to apply and I'm so excited to show you guys how to use these. These are perfect for a holiday season. They're also perfect for creating this fall makeup look. So go ahead and grab your makeup and let's get into it. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and start off with the eyes for this look. When I'm going for more of a full coverage makeup look, I like to make sure that I'm perfecting my eyes first. So I'm going in with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I always like to prep my eyelids before applying eyeshadow because it just makes the eyeshadow last long, especially if you're going in with shimmers because those tend to crease. I really like this eyeshadow primer because it dries down matte, but it doesn't change the color of your eyelids, and it just gets your eye makeup to last long without creasing. Now, normally for me, fall screams a lot of like warm tones, so I'm gonna go in with the Sigma eyeshadow palette. This is the fiery one, and I'm gonna grab this shade right here as my transition color, and I'm using the Sephora 27 eyeshadow brush. Now, with this shade, I'm gonna place that right on my crease. That's how you're gonna really build that pigment from your eyeshadows, by packing it and then blending it. And then once I do that, I like to use a clean paper towel to get rid of the excess product from the brush, and then I use that to blend out the eyeshadow. This is gonna help create kind of like that faded look. On the outer corners of my eyes, I'm gonna add a little bit of dimension, and I'm gonna go in with this dark brown shade right here. This is kind of like a warm tone brown, and I feel like it's gonna transition really nicely with the shade that I applied on my crease area. And so I'm packing that right on the outer corners of my eyes. This, like I mentioned, is going to add dimension to your eye look. I normally like placing the darker shade on the outer corner and just pulling it outwards towards my temples to create a really nice clean look. And now for the star of the show, I'm gonna go in with the Enchanting Shimmers Caviar Stick Eyeshadow Trios by Mercier. These are creamy, shimmery sticks that are not just easy to apply, but they deliver such great pigmentation. I mean, just look at how shimmery these eyeshadows are. Right off the bat, I really love this shade Glided. This is more of kind of like a champagne color that I feel like is perfect for fall. So I'm gonna apply this on the inner corners of my eyes. And these are also glide on eyeshadows, so you can just glide them on your eyelids. Now, once you've applied it on your eyes, I like to go in with a flat brush. This is the Sephora number 13 brush, and using that brush, I like to just kind of like clean it off to make it look nicely transitioned into the next shade. I feel like with these eyeshadow sticks, you can actually use these for fall, you can use them for the holidays, you can get many different looks with these sticks. Now I'm gonna go in with the shade Burnished Bronze. This is more of a shimmery shade that matches the transition color. Using that, I'm gonna place that right at the center of my eyes. This is gonna add that nice transition from this shimmer shade into the crease shade. Okay, so this is what the eyeshadow turned out. Look at how soft they look like on the eyes, and they just look very natural. This trio's value is actually $51, but it sells for $34. All right, now I'm gonna go in with black eyeshadow. I'm just gonna use a little bit of this one from this Milani Gilded eyeshadow palette, and you can really just use any black eyeshadow. I'm just gonna add this on the outer corner of my lash line, kind of mimicking eyeliner. This method of applying eyeliner is a little bit easier, especially if you're a beginner. This not only adds dimension, but it also allows the eyelash process application to be much easier, and it makes your false eyelashes look so natural. Now, I just went ahead and popped on some eyelashes. Now, when it comes to eyelashes, you want to find some that fit your eyes, and I've been using these every single day for a couple months now because they fit my eyes really perfectly and they're really easy to apply. These are the Kiss Looks So Natural eyelashes. They normally have a very thin band, so they're perfect with this eyeshadow look, and this is what the eye makeup look is looking like. Now, moving on to the face makeup, I'm gonna start off with a primer like product, which is the Innisfree Dewy Glow Jelly Cream. This is technically a moisturizer, but I I've been using this as a primer because it kind of has this nice sticky, grippy effect. Not too much like a gripping primer, but just a little bit to really get your makeup to last long, and it's also really moisturizing. So I'm just applying this on my entire skin, and as you can see, I'm using a generous amount. You want to apply a generous amount of moisturizer just to make sure that your skin is getting enough moisture. And this is more of a gel cream, so it's perfect for oily skin. I find this to really help hydrate oily skin before applying any makeup, and it doesn't make your skin look greasy or dewy during the day. As you can see, my skin looks nice and healthy, and this is how I like my skin to look like before I apply any foundation. Now, I normally like to let this sit on my skin for about 3 to 5 minutes. While I do that, I like to work on my eyebrows. Now, for foundation, I'm gonna go in with one of my favorites, which is the Real Flawless Weightless Foundation by Mercier. I always like to make sure to shake my foundations just to make sure you're getting an even application. I'm gonna start off with one pump. Now, I'm gonna start by building up my foundation. So I normally like to start on the outer corners, only because this part of my face tends to crease the least. So packing on product around this area prevents your makeup from creasing because it normally tends to last long on my jawline area. Then whatever's left on the brush, I like to kind of like bring it up towards the center of my face. Now, whatever's left on my skin after applying the foundation, I always like to go in with a sponge. Now, doing this will help absorb excess product. It's also going to prevent your foundation from caking up during the day. And this is really what gets your foundation to look skin-like, because you're getting rid of that extra layer that's just sitting on top of your skin. And as you can see, this gives my skin a natural finish. It goes from being very greasy, oily looking to like a really nice glow that looks very skin-like. And then I'm also going to pair this up with the Real Flawless Concealer by Mercier. The foundation and the concealer go hand in hand. They go perfectly together. I'm also going to mix this with the Makeup Forever HD Skin Concealer in the shade 41R. This is more of a correcting concealer, and as you can see, using that shade just allows you to add a little bit more coverage on the concealer. It's also great for people who have really dark circles under your eyes. I always like mixing like an orangish shade with the concealer shade because it kind of helps to neutralize that darkness under your eyes. That right there is color theory. Then with the concealer, I'm gonna place this at the center of my face. Normally where light reflects on my face, this is gonna help brighten up your face. It's gonna give your face a little bit of dimension. And normally for fall makeup, I like really nice full coverage makeup looks because I feel like the weather is kind of transitioning from hot and humid weather to something that's a little bit cooler. So wearing full coverage makeup looks makes sense because you can't really wear these types of makeup looks during the summer because they can tend to get very cakey and heavy. And then I'm gonna go in with a cream bronzer. I'm using the Rare Beauty cream bronzer in the shade On the Horizon. This is a very creamy product, so it's going to add a little bit of warmth to my skin. So I like to focus it on my forehead area, areas of my face where I need to add dimension and add back those shadows. I also like to place it on my cheekbones and on my jawline area. As you can see, this is so creamy. It's easy to blend. Like, it's almost seamless on the skin. It looks very natural. I like that the shade is not too intense, especially for contour, because it can go from 0 to 100 really quick and can look very unnatural. So using a contour that blends really nicely but looks very skin-like is so important in making sure that you're getting a very naturally contoured look. And I like to blend my jawline downwards, kind of like close towards my chin. Now, I always like to go in with the foundation brush just to clean up the contour a little bit. This is going to make it look natural, like it's not just sitting on top of your skin. Now, I'm going to take a little bit of this cream bronzer and I'm going to use this to contour my nose. I normally like starting from my eyebrows and then fading it downwards towards my nose bridge. So because I'm going in with cream blush, I want to apply this before my setting powder. powders. For cream blush, I'm gonna use the NUDESTIX Blush Tint SPF 30. This is the Nudescreen blush, and I'm gonna use my fingers to apply it and blend it out. I feel like using the fingers is gonna give you more of a natural finish. And for my blush, I like to blend it up towards my temples, kind of like on my entire cheekbones. And I love this type of blush for fall because it kind of gives those fall colors, kind of like a peachy pink look. And then I'm just gonna use that concealer sponge to blend out any harsh lines from the blush before setting it with setting powder. Okay, now we're gonna lock all these liquid and cream products in place. That's what setting powder does, is that it sets all your cream products so that it does not move. And to do that, I'm gonna use the OG Laura Mercier translucent powder. This specific powder is in the shade Honey. They do have many other shades, and this is the shade I normally like to use because it kind of has that yellow undertone. And to apply it, I'm gonna use the Velour Puff. This puff is perfect for applying this setting powder. And how I like to do it is I like to pick up the product on the top, press it into the puff like this. But before applying it, of course, you want to dust off the excess. This is going to give you a smoother finish. So you want to just press this at the back of your hand and then use this to set your concealer. And by setting the concealer, I'm literally just pressing it into my skin, like pressing it. This is gonna allow the powder to really settle on your skin flawlessly. It's gonna give you a matte finish. And then whatever's left on the sponge, I like to just kind of like press that on my jawline area. This is also gonna help set that foundation. And because this is a translucent powder, it's a little bit more forgiving when it comes to face makeup. It doesn't make you look ashy, especially if you use the right shade for your skin. And for the forehead, I'm literally just pressing that onto my skin to set it. And then for my under eye area, I'm gonna go in with a fluffy brush to dust off the excess powder under my eyes. This is technically baking under your eyes, and I find this powder to be perfect for that. I mean, look at how smoothing this powder looks like on my skin. Like, it gives it a nice matte finish. It sets your makeup so it doesn't move all day long. So you guys know how much I love this. I've been using this powder for years, and it's honestly still a favorite. Now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of bronzer. I'm using the Haus Labs bronzer. You guys know this is one of my favorite bronzers because it's really pigmented. And so I'm just lightly applying this on the areas where I place the contour, but slightly above, kind of like where that blush is. And this is gonna add warmth to your skin. I'm gonna use this shade right here, which is the powder blush. This is like a perfect burnt orange shade, and I'm just gonna apply this to intensify that cream blush that we applied. The cream blush technically acts as a base for the powder blush. It also gets your blush to last longer, which is why I like applying both cream and powder blushes. And as you can see, it just adds intensity to your blush. This technique really gets your blush to last all day. Like, it doesn't move, it doesn't fade, it just stays like this all day long. Now for eyebrows, I've been doing it the same way. I like to start off with the Big Bush Eyebrow by Urban Decay, and I normally like to do this to just brush my eyebrow hairs just to make sure that they're all going in one direction before I go in with the Anastasia Brow Powder Duo. This is in the shade Dark Brown. I like to use a shade that matches my natural eyebrow hairs, and I just use this to fill in my eyebrows. And then lastly, to kind of like create natural looking hairs, I like to go in with the Urban Decay Brow Blade. This is more of an eyebrow pen. It's also in the same shade as my natural eyebrow hairs, which is like a dark brown shade. And I just use this to like feather out natural looking hairs on the inner part of my eyebrows and the outer corner. Now for the lip combo, we're starting out with the OG Chestnut by MAC Cosmetics lip liner. This is that nice warm tone brown. That's perfect for your fall lip combos because it kind of adds a little bit of warmth, but it's still like that perfect brown shade that looks really nice on brown skin or even dark skin. And for my lip liners, I like to fill them in just a little bit and just kind of do this to kind of blend it together and then clean it off just a little bit to give it a nice clean look. For lipstick, I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty High Shine Gloss Stick. This is in the shade Sorta Selfish. This is kind of a nice, beautiful, light peach shade. It's perfect because it ties in with the blush shade and the transition color that I applied on my eyelids. I like to kind of like pair colors that match fall with like the blush, the eyeshadow, and the lips. These lip gloss sticks are also really pigmented. And then lastly, I'm gonna also clean this off, and there we have it. Thank you once again to Mercier for sponsoring this video to create this nice fall makeup look that I'm absolutely obsessed with. This is like my go-to fall makeup look. And you can find all the links to these products in the description box down below. Now listen, if you're struggling with concealer, you really have to watch this video, because in this video I break down all the different ways that concealer can affect your makeup look, and I show you exactly how to fix it to achieve a flawless concealer look.
KLJ, welcome to a channel where it's poppin'.